I'm about to say something controversial. If you want to make a business out of your art, you're going to need to specialize. Full stop. If you want to make regular, consistent sales, you will need to think about your art in terms of a series or collections or a body of work that demonstrates your skill, unique voice, and professionalism. A lot of artists react, let's just say, very strongly to this piece of advice, and I want to discuss it in this episode of The Josie Show. The Josie Show is the place where I talk artist to artist about making great art and selling your art. I happen to think that artists should get paid. If you need help getting paid for your art, pricing is one of the most important strategic decisions that you need to develop. It's hard, which is why I have created a handy workshop that will help you to create irresistible and profitable pricing for your collectors. Download it at josielewis.com/pricing. Now let's talk about what a niche or a specialty is and why it's so important. It's pretty simple. You know you have developed a niche when your mom or best friend, sight unseen, could identify your work in a room full of different types of art. Your niche could be a consistent topic, a style, a medium, a color palette, or all of the above. It has to do with an area of investigation or research or focus, and in some cases, obsession. We need to do one thing so we can be known for something. Our art cannot appeal to all the people all the time. Artists seem to object to this advice because they want to be free. Don't pin me down. I can do whatever I want. For a casual maker and a hobbyist, this is incredible, and making whatever you want, whenever you want, sounds like a life well lived. I endorse this. But if you want to become a professional, you've got to buckle down. It's important to say right up front that a niche isn't jail. I have changed my style 3 dozen times, but I have changed my style over the course of my entire multi-decade art career, and when I pick something to focus on, I dig in deep. I create multiple versions, hundreds even, of the same concept. Pursuing a particular idea across multiple iterations usually offers technical suggestions, new ideas, small pivots, and fresh imagery as I go, so it keeps it fresh. In fact, one of the primary reasons to specialize your art practice is that it is the best way to get better. It's the best way to get more skilled and more unique. Technical development takes time. Concert pianists play the same song a bajillion times, so it comes out naturally on stage. Give yourself the gift of getting really good at something. Another reason to niche down is because it will help your studio practice to be more consistent. If I start out my art studio time wondering what it is I'm going to make today, I will be wasting valuable time researching, pulling out materials, and making false starts because I don't know what in the heck I'm going to do. If I know that my art time is invested towards making, say, a watercolor painting of spring flowers, I don't have to make additional decisions. It will be harder to find that enjoyable flow state, that is my biggest motivator, to keep you coming back if you keep doing something different every time. You also want to niche down to create a brand. A brand is far, far more than a logo, my friend. It's a mystique. It's an oeuvre. It's a mood. It's the overall impression that people have when they think of you and your art presence. And people are busy and they're not interested in doing a lot of investigative research to know what it is you have to offer. People want to know right off the bat so they can classify you in their minds. What you want is for someone to look at your Insta page or website and think, artist that makes insert very specific description here. Once people understand what you do, they know that they can expect to see more of it. And the question is not, what in the world is that person making? But which one do I want to buy? It's just psychology. There you have it. Some of my arguments about why you should specialize your art practice and niche the flip down. Let me know your thoughts. Do you specialize? What's your category? Was it hard to narrow down? Do you refuse to narrow down? Tell me all about it in the comments.